Ready? Start. Ordinarily, review petitions ought to proceed on the principle predicted in Order 50 in Part 4 of the Supreme Court Rules 2013 full stop. However, along with review petitions, several fresh writ petitions have been filed as a fallout of the judgment under review full stop. All these petitions were heard together in the open court full stop para. The endeavour of the petitioners is to resuscitate the debate about what is essentially religious, essential to religion, and integral part of the religion. Full stop. They would urge that religion is a means to express one's faith in the Indian context, given the plurality of regions, languages, cultures, and traditions. What is perceived as faith and essential practices of the religion for a particular deity by a section of the religions groups may not be so perceived as an integral part of the religion by another section of the same religious group for the same deity in a temple at another location. Full stop. Both sections of the same religious group have a right to freely profess, practice, and propagate their religious beliefs as being integral part of their religion by virtue of Article 25 of the Constitution of India. It matters not that they do not constitute a separate religious denomination for full stop. Further, as long as the practice associated with the religious belief is not opposed to public order, morality, and health, or the other provisions of Part 3 of the Constitution of India, the section of the religious group is free to profess, practice, and propagate the same is being integral part of their religion. Full stop. The individual right to worship in a temple cannot outweigh the rights of the section of the religious group to which one may belong to manage its own affairs of religion. This is broadly what has been contended. Full stop para. Considerably, the debate about a constitutional validity of practices entailing into restriction of entry of women generally in the place of worship is not limited to this case but also arises in respect of entry of museum women in a Durg mosque, as also in relation to Parsi women married to a non-Parsi into the holy fireplace of an Agyari. Full stop. There is yet another seminal issue pending for consideration in this court regarding the powers of the constitutional courts to treat on question as to whether a particular practice is essential to religion or is an integral of the religion in respect of female genital mutilation in Daudi Bohra Committee. Full stop para. It is time that this court should evolve a judicial policy benefit befitting to its plenary powers to do substantial and complete justice, and for an authoritative enunciation of the constitutional principles by a larger bench of not less than 7 judges. Full stop. The decision of a larger bench would put at rest recurring issue touching upon the rights flowing from Articles 25 and 26 of the Constitution of India. Full stop. It is essential to adhere to judicial discipline and propriety when more than one petition is pending on the same, similar or overlapping issue in the same court, for which all cases must proceed together. Full stop. Indubitably, decision by a larger bench will also pave way to instill public confidence and effectuate the principle underlying Article 145(3) of the Constitution, which predicates that cases involving a substantial question of law as to the interpretation of the Constitution should be heard by a bench of minimum 5 judges of this court. Full stop. Be it noted that this stipulation came when the strength of the Supreme Court judges in 1950 was only 7 judges. Full stop. Para. The purpose underlying was obviously to ensure that the Supreme Court must rule authoritatively, if not as a full court, unlike the US Supreme Court. Full stop. In the context of the present strength of judges of the Supreme Court, it may not be inappropriate if matters involving seminal issues, including the interpretation of the provisions of the Constitution touching upon the right to profess, practice and propagate its own religion, are heard by larger bench of commensurate number of judges that would ensure an authoritative pronouncement and also reflect the plurality of views of the judges converging into one opinion that may also ensure consistency in approach for the posterity. Full stop. Para. It is our considered view that the issues arising in the pending cases regarding entry of Muslim women in Durg Mosque and Parsi women married to a non-Parsi